What does the African Union mean? When our forefathers gathered in Addis Ababa, Ethiopia, on the 25th day of May 1963, Kwame Nkrumah, who was among them, said, "Let us not live here without a single African government, without a single capital city, and without a single currency." Regardless, our forefathers left that day with something else, the Organization of African Unity, now called the African Union. The formation of the Organization of African Unity is one of the greatest achievements of our forefathers. But I dare to say, it is not the greatest achievement they could have attained during that day or their era. Well, the greatest achievement I believe they could have attained is in line with what Dr. Kwame Nkrumah said. A single government, a single capital city, a single currency, a single economy, and a single language for the African people. But that never happened. Has never happened. Will it happen? Well, I guess that is a question for you and I to answer. What exactly is the African Union? To what extent do we want our unity to go? The African Union, viewed as an organization of leaders and politicians, will not be able to accomplish the growth and change that we need as a people. Instead, if we each view ourselves as part of the African Union, if we understand and believe that we are the African Union, then the impact that could be attained will multiply by a millionfold. It is you and I who are the union, and that should be envisioned in the way we speak, the kind of dishes we eat, what we wear, the kind of education that we give our children. It should be envisioned in how we relate to people of different ethnic, tribal, and cultural backgrounds within the African continent, and in how we treat African people from different countries other than ours, and how we treat African people in the diaspora. It is our attitude towards ourselves and other Africans and Africa, and the decisions we make that determine the strength of our union as Africans. For it is all of us as African people that make up the union. On behalf of the many young people in Africa, I wish to intrigue us all that there is no union or unity in Africa. If an Ivorian cannot travel to Zambia with ease, there is no union if we are fighting each other because of cultural and language differences. There is no union if we are making policies that do not develop the people. There is no union if we trade only certain percent among ourselves within the continent. There is no union if I, as a Ghanaian, will belittle the intelligence of a fellow Kenyan simply because of the accent with which they speak a foreign language imposed upon us. Not if we treat other people better than those who look like us, and not if we despise and deny our cultural heritage because of the lies that we have been told. If we are not developing economically together, and if we are not progressing as one, then there is really no union. I therefore plead upon us, upon our leaders, and upon every one of the African people to act our part as members of the African Union, to make it our duty to contribute to the cause in every way, from our attitude to our actions and to our decisions. The African Union should be a true union, a true connection and unity of the African people, and not just an organization or a political body. This, I believe, is what our forefathers envisioned for a union of African people to be and to do for the growth and development of its people. I am Mabila Adongo, a Ghanaian reporting from Kenya, Amani.